What's going on, guys? Motovillain here, and today we're back with another video on the SV. And I kind of wanted to talk about the SV, exactly everything that everybody loves about it. Why is it such a iconic bike, and all the good things about it, all the bad things about it, and kind of get everybody's perspective and what they think. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's free. I really appreciate it. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start up the SV. Get this code start going. She starts right up every time. Twin. She got that V-twin growl, which I've always kind of liked that. I like it better than the 4-cylinder sound, which sounds good too with the right exhaust, but nothing beats, in my opinion, the V4, like Ducati and Aprilia. And I think R1 has been talking to the V4 configuration, and that would be awesome. I can't wait to see that. Some sounding bike, but that engine just is not making the power that they need to make to stay competitive in the world. So I guess they want to go with something that's winning races, and Ducati seems to be doing that. All the big Japanese brands trying to do that eventually. I've even heard talks of Suzuki and maybe even the Gixxer 1000 finally getting an upgrade. It was in talks of doing a single-sided swing arm and some other cool stuff, and one of the best ideas I've ever seen from Suzuki. You know, even if they just want to, they've always put out really dependable bikes, so you get them for that. But I don't feel like they've took many chances when it comes to keeping up with times, and to keep the bikes cheap. Well, want something new. I know I want something new myself. I think that would be awesome if the new Gixxer 1K comes out, and single-sided swing arm and bigger screen, TFT screen, and do all kinds of new stuff, new upgrade. It'd go a long way, I feel like. A long way. But today's video is about the SV 650, and I'm in neutral. And why everybody seems to always want one of these bikes, always looking for them. She does sound good. Fun little bike for sure. I think that's what makes this bike so good. That's what makes it so juicy. Is it's good at everything. You know, it's, well, right in the middle, should you say. Like, it's not the weakest bike, it's not the strongest, but it's got enough power to really get out here and have a blast on. You know, it's real torquey, so it's fun to ride around town. People say it's a really good track bike. You know, if you give it a little bit too much gas in the curve, it's not so powerful that it's gonna like buck you off of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's still got a lot of power. It's got a lot of pull, and I think that's what makes it so fun. But I think at the end of the day, it's only like 75 to 80 horsepower. And of course, you can, another thing that's awesome about this SV is there's so many upgrades, there's so many things that you can do to this bike. When you look at a catalog or look online, whatever, for one of these bikes, it's crazy how much stuff, and it's not real expensive. You know, that's another good thing about it. And you got to talk, no matter what, you got to talk about the dependability of this bike. I mean, these bikes last forever, and the mileage on them, I've seen 75,000. I've seen one that had over 100,000 miles, and the guy said it was the stock factory engine, and it still ran great. He said he just kept up with the oil change and the maintenance and the upgrades or anything, but I mean, that's just awesome to hear that they're that dependable. And that's what sells these bikes. You want something simple, something to learn on, you know, and it may be a little bit too much power to be a complete noob and start on one of these. But if you've had, like, if you've rode dirt bikes, grew up riding dirt bikes, or have some kind of training on a motorcycle, I think this would be fine. But if you're starting brand new, it's too much, in my opinion. Yeah, Willie's really easy. I don't know if it's a good stunt bike or not, but if you're wanting to learn, which is really popular nowadays, if you want to learn how to wheelie, that's kind of why I got it. It comes up fairly easy. It don't take a lot of work to get it up, and it's a short wheelbase, lighter bike, so I think that's what makes it so easy to wheelie. Excellent little bike, just so fun. That's really fun to get out here and ride. They're light, so it's flickable. It, you know, even with these bad tires on it, it feels good leaning over. So it's, in that sense, I can see why it would be such a good track bike and why everybody says it is such a good track bike. But other than being a good track bike, it's a good commuting bike, riding back and forth to work. Good around town. It's good on the highways. You can go to jail speeds pretty fast on this bike. So there's not many downfalls to it. Now, if you're looking for something that'll go 200 miles an hour, or you're looking for something that can keep up with your buddies on the 1,000 on freeways, this may not be the bike for you. But I don't think a lot of people are looking to do that. If you're just going for a ride with a group of people, it's fine. I mean, it'll go 140, but how often are you going 140? Most of the time on group rides, you're going to go hit up some twisties, or you're meeting at a certain place. So just get the meet spots and ride your own ride. And this is a good bike. It would be a good bike for that also. I'm trying to think of some negative stuff about it. If you're looking for a bike that's got a lot of technology and a lot of stuff that's going to save you, if you're a beginner rider, it doesn't have that. I think the new ones have like ABS, but there's no quick shifters, or which that's something I would like to have on my next bike. But it don't have any technology. It's pretty much you learn with what you got, and that's how I feel like it should be. You don't need to depend on technology to save you. You need to learn how to ride properly for some training and some practice, which I try to put videos out about all the time. Really simple and hard to listen to. It's really easy to follow if you just, like my U-turn video, app right now, by the way. But it's very simple, you know, leaning the bike, going at the proper speed to be able to lean a bike in a U-turn. You know, it's all simple stuff. It was a plane flying right over our heads. Perfect timing, huh? I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's so low right now. Such a fun little bike, man. And another one of the best things about these bikes is the price point. I picked this one up for right at $2 grand. Probably could have got it a little cheaper, but that's pretty cheap. You know, it's like 15,000 miles. SV650, which that ain't bad on the mileage. I feel like it probably done more setting than riding in age. But even a brand new one, you could probably get it for around like 6,500. And I can't say it enough, like it really is a fun bike. It's a really fun bike. Goes to Popo. If you're just looking for a track toy, this would be it. If you want to learn how to do some wheelies and maybe some stoppies with some upgraded brakes, this is it. Now stunting, I'm sure you could turn it into a stunt bike, but I don't think it would be the best. We all know that 636s is the 0304 is probably the most popular stunt bike that I've seen or heard about online too. The price, this is where it's at, really cheap. Dependable, something that you ain't got to worry about, you know, stuff going on with all the time and having to take it to a shop and everything. It's a good bike to learn on. It's wide open, so oil changes and like changing your air filter, even changing the spark plugs and stuff like that is all very basic on this bike. So it's a good bike to learn how to, you know, yes, I own one, so am I biased? No, I'm not that type of person. I've always liked these. Before I owned one, I always liked them because I knew all this stuff about them. I had a friend back when I bought my first bike, the Katana 600, which that was an awesome bike. That's another one of those dependable bikes. Don't have a ton of power, but it was like a good looking bike. Back then it kind of looked like a Ninja, so I really like that bike. But I'm not talking good about this bike just because I own it. That's a plus, but that's not why I'm talking good about it. All this stuff is really what I read and what I hear and what I see and do and feel is all, it's all what I believe. You know, it's just my opinion. But you know, even when you look stuff up like top 10 reliable bikes, this was always on the list. I think I even watched a video yesterday, Yami Noob's channel, and he was talking about how this was like number one. It was number one on the most dependable bikes list. So you know that it's a dependable bike. I'm sure things go wrong, you know, they're not always going to be perfect, but just know most of the time these are going to be the most dependable bikes. So I guess it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something to ride back and forth to work, this would be perfect. Something to learn on the track, on the street. You know, you got a little bit of experience, this is perfect. And it's something good to keep. You know, I wouldn't even sell it. Even when you just go to your next bike to upgrade, it's just one of those bikes. You know, if you always want something there, you know it's going to be dependable and you can ride if something happens with a different bike, it's good for that too. But there's really not many negatives, like I said, unless you're wanting some technology. If you're looking for a ton of power for whatever reason, you know, everybody's looking for something, and if you're looking for a bunch of power, then this is not where it's at. That being said, it does got plenty of torque. When you're riding on the street, that's what you feel the most. So on this SV650 is a pretty torquey little bike. You don't have to rev it to 11 to feel the power, you know. It's in 5th gear right now, and you can just roll on and feel the grunt. Boom, you hit 80. Just a quick roll on. Or you can downshift and hit it. She's gonna pull. Real fun little bike, man. I can't say it enough. Like I said it 30 times in this video, it really is. So if you're looking for a SV650, I would definitely definitely recommend it. Really fun bike, man, and there's not much else to say about it. I mean, there's not a lot about these bikes. They're just right there in the middle when it comes to power, and dependability is on top, price is unmatched. So definitely go get you one. I'm heading into work this morning. I felt like making this video. Been talking about it for a while. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. That's a big old stick. I really appreciate you guys. Even if I just get one view, I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy and have a good, great day, and stay safe. Always stay learning. Peace out. Look at the stickers, man. Good Lord, they ain't got no car paint left. All the stickers are gone. They stole all the stickers out of the store. They ain't got no paint left on the car. It's all stickers. Stickers. I never understood why people do that. Why you want to put 500 stickers on the back of your car? I don't know. I guess it's fun to look at. I know I'd never mess up my car like that though. Yeah, I'm still recording. I might just throw this in the video. Oh, she's smiling. And that's another thing, man. While I'm on the GoPro, you know, just making people's day. Everybody seems to like bikes. They like motorcycles. So, especially kids, they want to hear it. They want to rev it. That's why I love doing this. I love riding. That's one of the main reasons. But just to try to get other people to get as excited as I am, that's my goal. I want people to get out here and learn, have fun, and grow the community to the point where there's more and more, and just as many as people on bikes as there's cars. And it's, you know, it's like a family almost. You know, if you get with the right group, they're always going to be there for you. There's a lot to look forward to when it comes to riding bikes, especially if you're looking for some good friends. I need to get a new air filter for this bike too. There's a few things I got to do. I need to get some tires, a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna make another video about that, some upgrades. All right, you guys have a blessed day. Peace out.